Greetings, students, and welcome to week 7. We are on our first of 2 weeks of the British. Now, just like the Spanish, we did 2 weeks of the Spanish because they did have a rather outsized influence on America. But so did the British. What language are we speaking? English, yes, because of the British. So we have 2 whole weeks on the British. We're going to learn a lot about America from these 2 weeks on the British. The North-South divide in America started really early, guys. It was not the Civil War. It started in the 17th century, I promise. So, this week we're starting with the Puritans, most of whom weren't Puritans, which we'll learn about this week. So we're going to understand what is driving people out of England. We're going to analyze popular conceptions of the Puritans because they get a very bad rap for some reason. We're going to talk about that. And we're gonna work on the contributions that separatists brought to America, because there's a reason we kind of trace our lineage back through this group, and it's because a lot of the things they wanted when they came here. So we're going to be learning lots about that this week. Next week we're going to learn more about the class structure and things that were going on in England with money, more of the economics, and we'll get a little bit more back into American myth making with John Smith and Pocahontas. So that'll be fun. But for this week, what do you need to do? Well, let's take a look here. So first, you need to watch your weekly overview video of my floating head. Always a good idea. Then we have 3, count them, 3 keywords and concepts videos this week. So go ahead and watch those. And then I was kind of mean to you guys this week. I picked a really long documentary, like really long, and I felt guilty about it. So as a result, you only have very short reading this week. It is 3 poems. So go ahead and watch the introduction to Anne Bradstreet, who wrote the poems, and then go ahead and read my 3 poems for me. So that's the author to her book, where she's literally talking to her book, which is funny. To my dear and loving husband, we'll talk about the Puritans in love. And then before the birth of one of her children, the whole thing's about death. It's fascinating. So very, very different concepts going on there. So we're going to start with this, with a very personal reflection from an individual living in this time. This book was published in 1650, so we're not really that off from the Mayflower, really. She came a little bit after that, but not very much. So it's a good place to start. Then go ahead and watch the introduction to our documentary. I kind of explain some of the things in there. There is a bit of a trigger warning because they do some parts of Mayflower history that we don't teach the children. But you're not children anymore, so we can teach you all the bits of history. Yay! So go ahead and watch that. And then, as always, we have a quiz this week and a discussion board post. Now, I do have one more thing on here. Have you started working on your signature assignment? Have you? I've been warning you about it. The videos are up. They're down there. They're between week 7 and 8. It has a whole folder. It says all things signature assignment. Please go in there, guys. It has the assignment itself. I go over the assignment in a great deal of detail in a video, and I go over the rubric in a great deal of detail in the video. You can look at the rubric. Lots of material available there. So I just want to make sure nobody is caught unawares next week by the assignment. It's there. It's up. Please take a look at it. Obviously, you don't have to do anything on it this week, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody's on the same page. All right. Well, I will see you guys in the next keywords and concepts video, I guess, is what's coming up. And like I said, next week we will do the other half of the British, doing the southern states. All right, I'll see you in the next video.